Hello guys and welcome to Football Fandom UK. How's it going? Hope you guys had a cracking day and thank you very much for joining us as we watch along tonight should I say, to tonight's game, the EFL League One playoffs semi-final. Obviously we had a dramatic game last night with Sheffield Wednesday progressing unexpectedly after their first leg defeat 4-0, but turning it round in fantastic fashion last night. But tonight, guys, we are here for the second semi-final playoff, which is Barnsley v Bolton. Normally, guys, I am completely neutral, but obviously this is involving my own club, Bolton, so I will be rooting for my own club, but with respect, obviously. So, guys, if you just join us, please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. We'll try to involve you guys in the chat with your comments during the game, as and when I get the opportunity. But yeah, it would be great to hear from you as we watch along, and I'll try to do my best, guys, to keep you guys up to date with what's going on in the game. So we're just waiting for the teams to line up as both teams prepare for battle, and just having a huddle as the Bolton players are coming together there to motivate as a team, shall we say. So let's quickly go to this chat as we're just about to kick off. Bolton in the centre circle as the players take the knee, and we'll be underway in a matter of seconds. And Stevie's with us. How's it going, Stevie? Stevie saying, hi, guys. Come on, Bolton. Absolutely, mate. Thanks for that, Stevie. And great to have you with us, as always, mate. So ball kicked long from the kickoff by Bolton down this near side and into the Barnsley half of the field as it bounces out now for a throw-in on this near side, probably about 12 yards from the corner flag, throwing to Barnsley. Barnsley take a long throw up towards the halfway line as it's challenged by both teams, and eventually it's Barnsley that get it down but lose it quickly as Bolton take control of possession and work it out to that far side now. I say just knocking it about at the minute in their own half and eventually play it all the way back to Trafford, the goalkeeper. And Joey's with us. How's it going, Joey? Oh, Bolton with a mistake there as they lose possession, and that gave Barnsley an opportunity. And, oh, that's not good. Santo. Two players coming together there. Bolton really sloppy at the back, and hopefully the player's going to be all right. Looks like we're going to play down injured from that challenge. But now he's back to his feet. The Santos, the Bolton defender, he's back to his feet now, but by the look of his face, he's still in some discomfort. So corner for Barnsley on the far side. Corner comes in towards the near post. It's headed on and deflects out to this near side as Barnsley keep the pressure on. Cross comes in from this near side and it's knocked away to the edge of the box as Barnsley get a shot off, but it's well wide of this near side post. So let's quickly go to the chat while we've got a break in play. And Joey is with us. How's it going, Joey? How are you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Great to have you with us. Joey saying, hi, guys. Hope your team get the win. I'm certainly hoping so, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. You're a star. And yes, definitely hope my team, Bolton, come out on top tonight. But I've got a lot of respect for Barnsley. They're a great club. It's one of them, innit? You know, it doesn't matter how much you like a club. At the end of the day, you always want your own team to win. So hopefully that will be the case tonight with respect to Barnsley, who have done fantastic to get to this stage anyway of the competition and put in a impressive performance in the first leg. So, yeah, as the ball just bouncing about in the middle of the park and Bolton now get the possession out on that far side as they now play a long ball down that far side up towards the forward players, and Barnsley challenge and win it back. And then the referee has blown for a foul as a Bolton player there takes him out, and that's the only way to describe it, really. Takes him out. So just bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to share with you guys the team news on the screen so that you can see how the teams are lining up. Just bear with me a second. As Bolton just had a chance with Dion Charles, but goalkeeper saves it comfortably. As Barnsley now play out from the back. So, sorry guys, just there we go. There we go. You should be able to see the team news. So thanks for that, Joey. And great to have you with us, mate, as always. Maggie's with us. Maggie saying, evening fan den at work. You're my eyes and ears, as always. Come on, you whites. Nice one, Maggie. And yeah, I'll do my best to keep you up to date, mate. I'll definitely be trying to keep focused on the match commentary, but also where I get the opportunity involving you guys as well in the chat. So the ball just bouncing around at the moment on the edge of the Bolton box, and Barnsley have got it under control now as they take a shot from distance, and Trafford getting down comfortably to that and making a good save. But Barnsley, the team with the ascendancy at the moment, as they've already had 2 shots on goal, and Bolton only having 1 as we approach the just coming up to 4.5 minutes gone. So thanks for that, Maggie. And yeah, I'll do my best to keep you up to date. Thanks for that. Joe, great to have you with us joining the show, mate. Joey saying, did you finish watching the game last night, Gaz? Sheffield Wednesday, what a cracking game. Yes, I did, mate. I did carry on watching the extra time. The only reason I didn't stay on for the stream, because obviously we weren't listed as that game last night, and plus I had work early this morning, so I knew if I stayed on, it was going to end up being a really late night. I did actually jump on last night for the earlier kickoff, which was 7:30 for Brighton. Obviously, Newcastle v Brighton, hoping to get off earlier, but it didn't quite work out like that. But not to worry, I enjoy spending time with you guys, talking football and watching games. Just a shame that reality of normal life has to kick in sometimes, as Bolton with a throw-in, and it's gone back out for another throw-in on that far side. It's time to Barnsley. So Barnsley with a throw-in. I'd say probably about 15 yards from the corner flag, maybe a little bit more. So a long throw into the box for Barnsley, headed on, and Trafford gathers that comfortably, relieves the pressure for Bolton. So yeah, I did, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. Did you watch the rest of it? What a game! What a game that turned out to be. Kind of feel for Peterborough a little bit, but if you actually saw the stats of that game, they invited the pressure. They invited the pressure. They didn't have 1 shot on goal in, I think it was 85 minutes of the game. So they invited the pressure they got from Sheffield Wednesday. Clearly went there last night with the intention only to defend. And it's backfired on them, didn't it, really? As Bolton now win the possession on that far side. Barnsley challenging for it. Barnsley quickly taking a throw-in. As... Bolton with a throw-in as Barnsley kick it out for another throw-in, and getting tongue-tied here, guys. Apologies. So Bolton with a possession now as they knock it back to the halfway line, and now just playing it about as they kick it long now out to this near side. And Bolton with the possession as they get the ball in the box. Shot comes in, and it's a comfortable save there by the goalkeeper. But yeah, Bolton definitely trying to get back into the rhythm of the game as they started a little bit on the back foot. Barnsley now trying to play up the field on this near side, but they've lost it. Bolton win it back as they come charging down the centre of the pitch. As now it's knocked out to this near side, and Bolton looking for an opportunity. Cross comes in. All right, so poor one goes straight to the Barnsley goalkeeper. So the ball back now with the Barnsley keeper, and he's going to get the game back on the way. So long ball up the field from the Barnsley keeper as Barnsley unable to get control of it, and Bolton gained possession just outside their own box, and now work the ball out to that far side as they try to come forward now, but just probing the Barnsley formation at the moment. Come on, lads, pick up the pace. It's a ball over to this near side. As Barnsley pressing well there from the front, and the ball passed all the way back to Trafford. Trafford knocks it long up towards the halfway line as Barnsley challenge, and Bradley eventually heads it down. And now Bolton with the possession as it's passed back to Bradley on this near side. Been impressed with him this season. What a player. What a player. Just wish we could get him on a permanent deal. Believe that he's... I think there's a few players that Bolton are going to lose on loan at the end of the season. As Bolton now knock the ball out to that far side, knocked long up towards the Barnsley box, and the goalkeeper comes to gather it on that far side. But Deon Charles there making the best of trying to get to that ball, but I think it was never a possibility. But credit to him for going after it. And Joey is saying, I think Peterborough went into the game with the wrong attitude. Probs thought they had it in the bag. Yeah, I think you're spot on there, Joey. I think they did. I think they went into it with the idea that we got 4 goals. Never been a comeback like that has never been created. As Barnsley now coming forward with a shot on the edge of the box, but saved comfortably by the Bolton goalkeeper Trafford. But yeah, Joey, I think you're spot on there, mate. I think Peterborough were shot themselves in the foot really last night. I think they just went thinking they'd just have to defend, concede a couple of goals, and come out on top with that 4-0 win from the first leg. But yeah, I don't understand that. Surely, you know, it doesn't matter how many goals you score in the first leg, you still go away from home and try and get that one goal. They would have killed the momentum for Sheffield if they'd have got a goal earlier in the game. But they didn't. As you say, mate, they went with the wrong mindset and it backfired. And credit to Sheffield Wednesday, they did fantastic last night. So Bolton now with a free kick. Let's work back to the defensive line for Bolton, and Bolton now playing down the centre of the park as Barnsley challenge for it just inside their own half, and now Barnsley come away with it as they come knock it towards the halfway line, challenged by Bolton, and Bolton win it back just inside their own half of the field, and now just work it out to that far side of the pitch as they come forward now with Johnston, and Johnston passing it back again. Come on, Bolton, stop passing it back. Ball out to this near side as Dempsey with the possession. Oh, this is so frustrating already with Bolton passing it back all the time. Be braver, lads, come on. Ball on the far side now as Bolton just probing the Barnsley defence, but Barnsley pressing well or reasonably well from the front, keeping it tight. And now Bolton switch again back to this near side as they come cut the ball into the centre of the park. But Barnsley marking well, as soon as Bolton try and play the ball forward. Ball with Bradley now as he chips it forward down this near side. It's intercepted by Barnsley as they eventually knock it out for a throw-in on this side, on this near side, just in front of the dugouts. Bradley now with the ball as the free kicks, as the throw-in's taken quickly, and Bolton just knocking it about on this near side, bang on the halfway line. As that's a poor pass forward there. and it's gone out of play, and that will be a throw into Barnsley midway inside their own half of the field. But yeah, I think you nailed it there, Joey. That is spot on, mate. Absolutely. But hopefully we don't. Well, we can't. Obviously, hopefully we'll have an entertaining game tonight, but I don't think it's going to be as many goals in this game as we saw last night. But you never know. You never know. As Barnsley now with the possession on this near side, just inside the Bolton half of the field as they play it forward. And it's challenged by Bolton as they win the ball. Claims for a foul there, but the referee waving it away as Bolton now come and play out from the back. And it's, I believe, the Barnsley player that's down is Tedic. As Bolton come forward now down this near side. Boos ringing around the ground as Bolton continue to play. And the Barnsley player still not getting to his feet. But now the referee has blown the whistle. Which is, we keep having this debate. We keep hearing this debate about this. Referees are only supposed to stop play when it's a head injury. That's the rules of the game nowadays. But the referee has chose to stop it here as the medical staff come on and give him some attention. So we're just coming up to 14 and a half minutes gone, guys. And still 0-0 on the night, 1-1 on aggregate. There wasn't much in that challenge. I think he's just maybe it felt awkwardly or something. So the player's back to his feet, the Barnsley player, and he's just walked off the pitch to the edge of the touch line to wait to come back on. But hopefully he's going to be okay. We wish him well. We don't want to see any players getting injured for either team. And Santos seems to be a lot better now from that earlier challenge. He looked in a bit of discomfort at first when he first got back to his feet, but he seems to be moving quite freely now, which is good for Bolton. He's a very important player for Bolton. Ball knocked out to this near side to Bradley as Bolton tried to get a cross in, and a Barnsley player, Cadden, cuts it out, and it's gone out for a corner on this near side to Bolton. Can they make the best of this? So corner on this near side now for Bolton. Corner comes in, headed towards goal, but blocked off, and eventually Barnsley clear it up to the halfway line. As Bolton intercept the possession and pass it back to the goalkeeper Trafford. And that's another player on loan for Bolton that we might be losing at the end of the season, which is disappointing to lose quality players. Bolton, hopefully, if we get promoted, might be able to potentially get these players or do some kind of business that might be able to get these players on a permanent deal, because we had a couple of loans. I wasn't too enthusiastic about having Trafford on loan at the start of the season. I'm not a big fan of players being on loan, well, particularly goalkeepers anyway. Other outfield players, not too bad, but goalkeepers, I'm not a big fan of it. But he's done fantastic for us this season. So I stand corrected. I was worried about that with him being a loan player. But he has done brilliant for Bolton this season. But yeah, he might want to come to Bolton. Why he would want to go back to City, I don't know, because City not going to play him. As Bolton now with the possession on that far side, and now knocks long up to the Barnsley half of the field as Barnsley knock it back in the direction it came from, and Bolton get possession but then lose it again on that far side as Barnsley intercept it and they lose it, and now Bolton intercept it as they pass it back to Trafford. And now Trafford switches the play out to this near side for Bolton. Dempsey coming back to try and help the defenders move the ball forward, but Bolton's trying to use the width of the pitch quite well so far, but not using the length of the pitch well, as Barnsley now intercept it and come forward with a shot. And it's a good save again by Trafford. But this is what I'm talking about. Bolton dilly-dawdling with a possession instead of getting forward and being braver and creating opportunities. We're messing about, passing it about in our own half of the field. That's not how you win games. Get the ball forward, lads. Come on. And now Bolton come forward up to the halfway line. And again, passing it backwards. Now switched out to this near side. Oh, Bradley passing it backwards and all. Just got to be braver getting forward. Bolton playing really slow at the back at the moment as they now play the ball forward on that far side. And now finally a ball up towards the forward players. It's challenged by Barnsley and the referee blows for a foul on Dion Charles, or against Dion Charles, should I say. Joey's saying he should stay. Seems he has settled into the team. Well, he has, mate. He has, absolutely. And let's be honest, you know, he's going to go back to City and he's not going to get game time for them other than maybe in the under-21s or the reserve team. Or he's going to get loaned out again. They're not going to pick him for the first team at City, are they? He's got no chance. As much as I'm impressed with him. He's a good goalkeeper. He's done well for us this season. Really done well. It's been impressive, but like I say, going back to City would be a really bad decision. Although, like I say, he is contracted with City, so he's going to go back there. But if I was him, I'd be demanding that City let him go because they're not going to play him. So long ball forward from Bolton there as it goes straight to the Barnsley goalkeeper. But yeah, totally agree with you there, Joey, mate. He has settled really well for Bolton. But unfortunately, the game's about money. It's whether Bolton could afford to get him off City. Because City probably will ask some ridiculous price for him if they was to sell him. Because they know he's a talent. They know he's a talent. He might not get in their first team, but they know he's a talented keeper. An up-and-coming keeper, as we might say. So throwing on the far side as the throwing comes in and it's knocked back out for another throwing to Barnsley midway inside the Bolton half. Well, slightly more further forward than midway inside the Bolton half of the field. And noticeable that Barnsley have got towels on at this end of the pitch to dry the ball. So clearly they're hoping to make the best of long throwing opportunities as they do now throw a ball long into the box as it's knocked away and Barnsley try to ping it back in, but Bolton eventually clear it up towards the halfway line as Bradford head it back in the direction it came and Bolton do the same as now Bradley finally gets possession of it as he comes forward, knocking the ball up towards the forward players for Bolton, but cut out by Barnsley as they knock it back up the other end and it ends up with a goalkeeper, Trafford. Oh, come on, Bolton, with his passing back rubbish. How well we played this season, we should not be doing all this passing back rubbish. We should be more confident on the ball. When Bolton have had their best results this season, it's been through being brave and attacking and using the width of the pitch, getting in behind and just been a cautiousness in this game so far with Bolton. But as Bolton now come forward, and they've got the ball midway inside the Barnsley half, but yet again, poor possession for Bolton as Barnsley win it back now and work the ball down this near side. But referee blows for a foul against Bolton. And that will be a free kick opportunity for Barnsley midway inside the Bolton half on this near side. Oh my God! Well, that's out of order. That's non-biased, absolutely non-biased. That was a 50-50. Both players as bad as each other there. It wasn't. That is never a free kick to Barnsley, but it's never a free kick to Bolton. Both players were looking to just block each other off there, and they weren't even in possession of the ball, either of them. So that's a really poor decision from the referee. He's been conned there, but he's been attempted to be conned by both players. To be fair, as Bolton is my team, but I will always speak honestly when we play badly or make a bad challenge in a game. I don't believe in being biased like that. I like to appreciate football honestly. As Barnsley now with the possession on the halfway line, as they wasted that opportunity from the free kick. And now Barnsley coming forward as they chip the ball into the box, and it's headed on, and it's a goal for Barnsley. Barnsley with the goal on 24 minutes. And it's been coming. It's been coming, if you ask me, guys. Bolton messing about too much, playing the ball about in their own half, having the majority of the possession, but wasting it, not getting forward. Probing and poking at Barnsley, but not really getting forward enough. And it's been made to pay for it. They've been made to pay for it on the... So frustrating that. I could see it coming, guys. Could absolutely see it coming. Bolton just messing about with knocking the ball about all the time. Just happy to keep possession, but doing very little with it. And only a couple of opportunities have they got forward. And when they have, they've not really done a lot with the ball. But very direct from Barnsley, and that's what Bolton need to do. This is League One, for crying out loud. This is not the Champions League with fancy football. This is League One. The only way you get results in League One is very much playing direct football. So, unfortunately, Bolton fans, we are behind. Liam Kitching with the goal for Barnsley. Joey's saying City should do Bolton a favour. Laugh at, oh yeah, but I'm sure they're going to go for that, Joey. You know what City are like with their money bags. I'd love it if they did do us a favour, mate, but I just can't see that at all. Like that, sure. If only, mate. Yeah. I'm expecting that thing to come. Diddle-doo, 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 with the Neverland. Dream world. Bolton now with a possession on the halfway line. As Barnsley challenging for it from the front. Bolton knock it long down this near side towards Bradley, but Barnsley intercept it and head it out for a throw-in on this near side, about 10 yards from the corner flag. So here, Bolton now with the throwing us yet again, throwing it backwards. See this going backwards nonsense. Stop going backwards. They just passed it. They had it from the Barnsley. See, this is what is wrong, right? Barnsley have an opportunity from that kind of area. They're taking long throwing opportunities, getting it into the mix of the box, getting it into the box. Bolton get a throw in from the same area at the opposite end of the ball, at the opposite end of the field, and end up throwing it and paying it all the way back to their own half. Why? Why not just ping it into the box and create panic? You're going to create panic, you're going to get more chance of scoring goals. Absolutely disgraceful from Bolton with his cautious approach. So frustrating. We've just seen Barnsley create about 2 or 3 opportunities from throw-ins on the opposite side of the field from roughly the same area, every time taking it as a long throw-in, getting the ball into the box, creating panic, and Bolton get the same opportunity at the other end, and what do? Play it all the way back to the halfway line and then back to the goalkeeper. How are you going to win a game when you're going up the wrong end of the field? So frustrating. So we have a corner now for Bolton on this near side. as the ball was played long and eventually went out behind for a goal kick. For a corner to Bolton. Corner comes in. It's deep as Bolton head it back into the box, and now just heading it about, but Barnsley challenging for it, and it's gone behind on the opposite side, and that will be a goal kick for Barnsley. I'll tell you what, guys, Bolton keep playing like this, we're going to be on the receiving end of a defeat and being knocked out of this playoffs. You've got to play with more hunger. They've got to show more desire, less of this cautiousness. I'd rather concede 3 goals going for it than concede 3 goals just playing the cautious approach. So Joey saying, oh no, Bolton, I know, mate, I know, absolutely. So long ball up the field from the Barnsley goalkeeper, challenged by both teams, and referee blows for a foul just on the edge of the centre circle in the Bolton half, as a Bolton player gone down with a bit of a knock to the head. I think it wasn't intentional, that, in fairness. Both players just jumped for the ball, trying to head it as it was in the air. And in fact, I don't think it was a clash of heads. I think it just caught a bit of an elbow in the face there. But it certainly wasn't intentional, in fairness. As Bolton take it short, surprisingly. It's now Bolton with the ball in the centre circle, playing it out to that far side. Do not come back. Do not come back. Oh, come on, Bolton! Keep playing backwards when you should be playing forwards. Ball out to this near side to Bradley. Bradley, the only one that seems to be wanting to get forward when he does get the opportunity. As Barnsley challenging for it there on Dion Charles. Dion Charles stamped on there by the looks of it, but we'll have to wait and see the replay on that. But Bolton defending there as Barnsley trying to turn defence into attack quickly there. So we're not getting a replay from that challenge on Dion Charles, as Bolton now win the possession deep inside their own half, knocking it up towards the halfway line, but it goes straight to the Barnsley goalkeeper, who's come right out. And if that's not an invitation to get forward when you see the goalkeeper coming all the way up to the halfway line, then I don't know what is. Bolton now with a possession at the back as they play it out to that far side. And now, come on, stop playing backwards. All the way, see, opportunity, and they're playing it back to the goalkeeper. What the hell is going on? What instructions have they had off Ian Evatt for this game? Play the ball forward. But Bolton now playing it forward with Bradley on this near side as Barnsley cut it out, and challenged there by Dion Charles, and the referee has blown for a foul on Barnsley on this near side, midway inside the Barnsley half of the field. Sorry, guys, I'm getting a bit irate here. Joey's saying, laugh out loud, guys. Well, you can wish and hope. Laugh. I can wish and hope. Yeah, I certainly can wish and hope. Just seeing the replay from the goal. So Barnsley have won a free kick in the centre circle and just inside their own half of the pitch. Well, right on the edge of the centre circle, in fairness. Referee encouraging. What's going on here? Why are you not taking the free kick? Just get on with the game. Barnsley have nicked a couple of yards here in this free kick. A free kick taken. Long ball out to that far side as Barnsley player tries to win it, and it eventually falls to Bolton. Bolton clear it up the field, but Barnsley intercept it just inside the Bolton half as they pass it back now to the halfway line. And now a long ball forward for Barnsley as it's challenged by both teams on the far side of the pitch. But Barnsley eventually win it, but knock it out on the far side for a throw into Bolton. About 12 yards from the corner flag. On the far side of the pitch. Bolton now passing it backwards again. It's intercepted by Barnsley as they win it back now out just on the edge of the Bolton box as they probe for the opportunity to get a crossing, and they do. Cleared, knocked away by Bolton at the first man as Barnsley reacquire the possession and now working it down that far side, but Bolton managed to get the ball and knock it out for a throw into Barnsley. Probably about 5 yards from the corner flag, this, guys. So Barnsley again with this long throw into the box as it's bobbling around. And Barnsley knock it forward. Bolton trying to knock it out as eventually... I'm not sure if that was a clash of heads there or knee in the back or something. Player's gone down. Bolton player in the box gone down in quite a bit of discomfort. We'll have to see the replay of this. Oh yeah, took the brunt of that in the back from the Barnsley player in it. The challenge on Bradley right in his back. Disappointing to see the Barnsley player there not acknowledge the foul. So free kick for Bolton inside the box. Trafford to take it. Shots so far, guys. 5 for Barnsley, 3 for Bolton. 4 on target for Barnsley, 2 on target for Bolton. Touches in the opposition box, 7 apiece. Possession, 28% for Barnsley. 72% for Bolton. That says it all. And Bolton have wasted that possession that they've had. Barnsley now with the possession on the far side as they cross it into the box, and Trafford manages to knock it away, but Barnsley still regain possession as they knock it out to this near side, and another cross comes in and cleared by Bolton at the first man in the box. And the referee has blown a whistle for an offside there as well, as Trafford now on the down on the ground. We needing treatment as he's waving to the technical area. Didn't look much in that challenge, to be honest. Just players, just one of the Barnsley players just clattered into the James Trafford as thingy, but James Trafford now receiving treatment as I think it's a leg, something wrong with his leg. He's feeling discomfort in his leg. So let's quickly go to comments, guys. We've just got a break in play at the moment. James Trafford down on the pitch, receiving treatment. Stevie's saying, come on, Bolton. Absolutely, Stevie, definitely. Hope Bolton come out on top with this one, but not doing so well so far in this first half. And Stevie also saying, please hit that like button and follow. Absolutely, guys. Yeah, please do it. That thumbs up would be appreciated, and consider subscribing if you're new. So Trafford back on his feet as we're ready to get the game back underway. And he's just trying to shake that off with a leg. Still looks like he's in a bit of a discomfort, but hopefully he's going to be okay. Bolton now with the possession as his ball's played out to this near side. Oh, come on, Bolton, stop passing it backwards. Bolton now switch the play out to that far side as it's kicked long up into the Barnsley half of the field, and Barnsley intercept it as Barnsley now knock it forward down that far side as they come towards the edge of the Bolton box. It's cut out by Bolton as Barnsley challenge for it and win it on that far side of the pitch, midway inside Bolton's half, as Bolton now win it back and they kick it long up into the Barnsley half of the field. It's Barnsley now with the possession deep inside their own half. Bolton have chased it all the way up that other end of the field. And now Barnsley playing out from the back as they now start passing it back to the goalkeeper. "39 minutes gone, guys. 1-0 to Barnsley so far, 2-1 on aggregate. Barnsley now bring the ball forward to the halfway line on this near side. Long cross out to the opposite side of the field, up towards the edge of the Bolton box as it's cut out by Bolton and knocked out on the far side for another throw into Barnsley. You're going to have another long throw opportunity here for Barnsley. So thanks for that, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. Touch grass. Touch. I don't understand the initial. Just come back to the comments in a minute, guys. As Barnsley now in the opportunity in the box. A good save there by James Trafford. And I still don't think he's recovered fully from that challenge. But that wouldn't have been a goal anyway, guys, as the linesman's put the flag up on the opposite side of the pitch. Tight one. It is a tight decision. I'm not sure he actually was offside there, so Bolton getting a little bit of luck. And so, did one of Bolton players actually stand on Trafford's leg there as well? So ball knocked long forward on this near side for Barnsley as they Bolton defender Santos defends it well and allows the ball to go out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Bolton. So sorry, guys. Touch Grass is saying, I hope Barnsley win. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. You are entitled to support which club you like. Obviously, FanDent is about fans, not about any one club. It just happens to be that tonight my club is playing. So you'll have to forgive me, guys. Most of the time, I'm neutral. But obviously, I'm sure you, as football fans, you can understand I don't want to be neutral when it's my own team playing. So, but yeah, I have the respect for Barnsley. If they win, fair enough. But as I'm sure you guys can understand, I'm going to want my own club to win tonight. But thanks for that, Touch Grass. Welcome to Football FanDent UK. Great to have you with us, mate. And yeah, no hard feelings at that. You're entitled to root for whichever club you like. The same as me. As like I say, normally I'm neutral, but when my own club Bolton are playing, you can forgive me that I'm not neutral then. So Carl Dempsey with a yellow card for from the referee for that challenge, and we've now got a free kick for Barnsley Central, about 20 between 20 and 25 yards out. I'd say, yeah, probably about 20 yards out. So good opportunity here for Barnsley. Bolton definitely need to get switched on. If they're not careful, we're going to find ourselves with conceding another goal and then a bit of a mountain to climb. So Bolton really need to get their act together as Barnsley now hovering over this ball for the free kick. Free kick comes in, the wall does its job and it's deflected away as Bradley picks it up on this near side and he's challenged by the Barnsley. Why didn't he just go for it then? Why didn't he just run? He had space to run into. Why didn't he just try and stay on his feet and run? So Bolton with a free kick on this near side, deep inside their own half, but it's not really any use to Bolton that far up this deep in the pit at this end of the pitch. So Bolton have taken it quickly, and now with the possession as they're now up in the Barnsley half of the field, working the ball out to Bradley on this near side. If Bradley chips it into the box, but it's cut out by Barnsley as they try to clear their lines. And that they do, as Bolton win it back just inside the Barnsley half and now knock it to Dempsey in the centre of the field. And surprise, surprise, Dempsey passing it backwards as Bolton eventually play it forwards out on that far side, and Barnsley challenging for the ball, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Please don't pass it back to the halfway line. Get the ball into the box. Great opportunity for Bolton to get the ball into the box here with a throw-in from about 12 yards from the corner flag out on that far side. Keep your comments coming, guys. We'll come to your comments very shortly. We're fast approaching half-time. 44 minutes gone. So Bolton now, well, all the players have just gone racing up to the box, got themselves in a box, and he didn't even throw it into the box. As Bradley trying to cross it back forward, and he's challenged by the Barnsley player on this near side, and eventually he's forced to knock it out for a throw-in. So I've got to be honest, guys, it's a poor first half, this from Bolton. It really is. I don't know whether it's nervousness or what. Just show more belief. We've seen how well we've played this season. They've played fantastic in games this season. Why don't you just have that confidence in their own ability to go for it? I'd rather lose going for it than lose just being cautious like this. Too much caution from Bolton so far in this first half. So 4 minutes added on, guys, at the end of this first half. Bolton again passing it backwards instead of forwards. Oh, come on. Long ball out to that far side, cut out by Barnsley, but they're poor with the possession as Bolton managed to win it back, and it's challenged again by Barnsley as Bolton win a throw-in on the far side. Now Bolton with the ball deep inside their own half as they knock it long up to the halfway line, and now Bolton come forward as they won it on the halfway line, and now playing it out to this near side to Bradley. Bradley coming forward as she's not going to win nothing there. Bradley going to ground trying to win a foul, but it's backfired as Barnsley now coming forward as they try to hit Bolton on the counter attack, and trying to get the ball in behind there with a straight ball down the middle, but it ends up the Barnsley forward players didn't read that very well, and the ball goes straight to the Bolton goalkeeper. So Barnsley now with a possession on this near side as Bradley challenges for it and wins a throw-in. Taken quickly as Dion Charles now with the possession as he tries to keep control of it and keep Bolton moving forward as Bolton switch the ball out to that far side now. And it's crossed into the box for Bolton, but it's a poor one. And it eventually goes out behind for a goal kick. So just seeing the touch map for Dion Charles, and most of his touches have been on the halfway line, which suggests that he's been coming back to try and get the ball. We don't want that. What's the point? We want him up front. We want him in attack. And the only way he's going to get the best out of it, of an attacking player, is if you give him service. Bolton giving him poor service so far in this first half. Long ball up the field from the Barnsley goalkeeper as it eventually goes back to Bolton goalkeeper Trafford, and now Bolton come forward with it as they knock it long, looking for Charles, but it's frustrating, this, guys. The ball eventually ends up with the Barnsley goalkeeper. And the calls for a handball there from the Bolton player, but the referee waving it away. Long ball up the field from the Barnsley goalkeeper, and it's a poor one as it goes straight back to the Bolton goalkeeper. And now Bolton goalkeeper passes it out to Bradley on this near side. As now Bolton try to come forward as they switch the play out to the opposite side of the field. And now finally Bolton Barnsley challenging for it and won it back as they now try to hit Bolton on the counter-attack. And Santos cuts it out, but Barnsley still managed to keep possession as it ricochets off of Santos. And now Barnsley pushing players forward towards the edge of the Bolton box as Barnsley now with the possession on this near side as they look to get a crossing and do, but it's gone deep out to that far side. But Barnsley pick it up again, and now another cross into the box, but way too much on that, and it's gone out for a goal kick as the referee blows the half-time whistle. So let's hope the manager has some serious words with the Bolton players, because it just wasn't good enough in that first half. They should be fired up and they should just want to go for it. Absolutely shocking from Bolton in that first half. I expect better, guys, because I've seen better from Bolton this season. Even the match commentator is saying that Bolton have not been able to play their game as yet, which is just... I can't really blame Barnsley, to be fair, because it's Bolton with too much cautious play, just happy to keep possession at the back, probing Barnsley's formation, but not probing it enough, not showing enough desire to get forward. So really poor and disappointing for Bolton in that first half. So thanks for that touch, Grass. And as I say, welcome to Football Fandom UK. Maggie is saying, come on, you white men, you can do better than this. Absolutely, Maggie. We know they can do better. You're right, mate. You're absolutely spot on there with that, mate. We know, we've watched Bolton all season. We've seen what this team is capable of when they're focused and they're up for it. But I don't know what to put my. All I can say, guys, without criticising them too much, is just play too cautiously. Bolton have just played too cautiously in that first half, always passing backwards to keep possession rather than just being brave and playing it forwards and crossing it into the bottom. I'm sorry, but it doesn't matter how you win the game, win it ugly. Just get crosses into the box, create panic, and we will get shots on goal. It's really disappointing first half from Bolton. So well said, Maggie. You're spot on, mate. We know it's not been the worst performance from Bolton, but it's not, considering it's a playoff. You know, you need to show more hunger and desire to get forward and get the ball into the box and create problems for the opposition. And as far as that first half is concerned, Bolton just haven't done that. Sean Lincoln Roberts, welcome to Football Fandom UK, mate. Great to have you with us. Sean is saying, if we don't start attacking with pace, we are done. Did we not learn from the first game? Slow, predictable football will never get you a win. We look like we have no ideas. Absolutely, Sean. Absolutely spot on assessment from you there, mate. Yes, like you say, just exactly as Sean is saying there, the slow, predictable approach is not doing us any favour. We played that approach in the first half. It didn't work. We got lucky hitting them quickly on the counter-attack and getting that goal not long after they scored in the first leg. We caught them out a little bit, still probably in the the celebration mode from scoring their goal, and we got lucky getting level with them. But Sean is absolutely spot on with that assessment. I couldn't fault you there, mate. You're spot on. Well said, mate. We got to attack them at pace, exactly as you say. If we show that pace, getting down that far side of the pitch, the near side of the pitch, trying to create opportunities to get crosses into the box, will create panic. And Barnsley don't like that. I've seen them play in other games this season against other clubs, and they don't like it when you attack down the wings at pace and get crosses into the box. Believe me, guys, I've seen them play in other games this season, Barnsley, and they are not the most confident, confident of teams when they're attacked at pace. So, yeah, well said, Sean. Spot on with that, mate. And welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Great to have you with us, mate. And that's a fantastic comment. Joey is saying, hi, Sean. Very fair assessment. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. Yeah, I cannot argue with that at all. It's a very fair and honest assessment there from Sean. And yeah, I'm agreeing with that entirely. So, yeah, totally agree. And thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, you're right, mate. Just too cautious from Bolton. And as Sean has rightly pointed out there, the only way we're going to win this game is pace. Getting at them down the flanks and crosses into the box, whatever it takes, win the game ugly. This is not the league where you need to play, a style of football. When it comes to the playoffs, you just do what's needed to do to create opportunities in the opposition box and create panic and get goal scoring opportunities. You can win it ugly, you can win it nice. It doesn't matter how you win it in the playoffs. Just win it. Just do what's needed to be winning it. So thanks for that, Sean, and also Joey. Top stuff, guys. Nat is saying, evening, Gaz and chat. Come on, Bolton. Thanks for that, Nat. Welcome to the show, mate. I'm sure you're still buzzing from your team's fantastic fight back last night. Absolutely. Massive respect to Sheffield Wednesday for that comeback last night. I think, to be fair, most fans thought that game was done and dusted after the first leg. Even most Sheffield fans, in fairness, I think, thought that was an impossible task. But massive credit to the Sheffield fans last night. Even though they probably went into that stadium last night thinking that it was probably an impossible task, they still turned up in numbers and got behind their team. So massive respect to the Sheffield Wednesday fan community for getting behind their team last night, even though it looked like an impossible task. And they really did play the 12th man last night, didn't they, guys? They really did. We had a lot of talk about the 12th man, but Sheffield Wednesday certainly showed that last night. So, yeah, thanks for that, Nat. Great to have you with us, mate. And I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I'm sure you are after your team's performance last night. Welcome to the show, mate. Guys, don't forget, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. It would be appreciated. Helps with the visibility on YouTube. Costs you nothing. Costs you absolutely nothing. But it does help the channel. And I want to attract more fans for you guys to enjoy better conversation in the live chat as well. So please do hit that like button. And also consider subscribing if you're new. Nat saying, evening, Joey. Nice one, Nat. Top stuff, mate. Top man. And Joey showing that same consideration as well. Joey saying, hi, Nat, mate. How you doing? Great game last night. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. And thank you, guys, for the positivity. Loving that. Joey saying, you need half-time so manager can kick them up the backside. Yeah, absolutely. Well said, Joey. That's exactly what we need. And let's hope Ian Everett does exactly that. Get some fire in the belly from the Bolton players. Otherwise, we are looking like we're going out if they come out in the second half and play that cautious approach. So, yeah, totally agree with you there, Joey, mate. Well said. Nat saying, Joey, I'll be honest, I shed a tear last night. Okay, fair enough. You should be. I presume that was tears of joy, Nat. I presume that was tears of joy, mate. But yeah, football affects us in different ways, doesn't it? Brings all sorts of emotions out of us, doesn't it? That's why we love it so much. So yeah, nice one, Nat. And I like to think that they was tears of joy. Nat saying last night, yep. Thanks for that, mate. Top stuff. Joey saying, bet you did. To be honest, had you written off from the first leg. Yep, fair dues. That's honest assessment, Joey. I appreciate your honesty there, mate. And yeah, I agree. I think, to be fair, I think a lot of the Sheffield fans were thought before kickoff it was impossible, mission impossible. Even Premier League clubs can't always turn around results like that. So massive respect to Sheffield for that result last night. They deserve all the compliments they get. And yeah, well said, Joey. Nat saying, Joey, I did, mate. Yep, see, there you go. At least Nat is honest with his judgment. And like I said, I think most of us thought that was done and dusted. But what a performance from the Sheffield players and the fans. I've got to shout out the fans because they certainly played their part last night, the Sheffield fans. Nat saying, just got in. Who has been the best side? Unfortunately, as much as I don't like to say it, mate, Barnsley have been the better team in the first half, disappointingly. But let's hope Bolton will get some fire in the belly from the manager in this second half and come out with a much improved and more focused attitude to get forward. Really, too cautious approach from Bolton. They've had plenty of possession. They're probably in the ascendancy with a possession, but they've been poor with it. Absolutely, really poor, guys, with it. So keep your comments coming, guys. Want to hear from you. I'm just going to give you guys an update on the other games tonight because we have some other massive games going on around the UK. And as I keep telling you guys, yes, Bolton is my club. I love my club. But Fanden is not a club channel. It's designed for you guys, the fans. This channel is about fans and will always be about fans. But obviously, you can forgive me for having a bit of love for my club once in a while and showing it on the channel occasionally. But yeah, we have to give consideration to all the clubs in the UK, and that's what we're going to do now by reading out the other results because there's playoff games going on in Scotland tonight, guys. Big games going on in the lower leagues of Scotland. So obviously, I know not everybody's interested in the Scottish lower leagues, but they're still part of the football family of UK. So we're going to quickly go over the results so far. So in the Scottish Premiership playoff, which is the championship playoff technically in the Scottish Championship, but they call it the Scottish Premiership playoffs because the winner progresses to the Premiership. It's currently Partick Thistle 2, Ayr United 0. 56 minutes into that game. Bear in mind, guys, in Scotland, all the playoff games in the Championship, the Scottish Championship, are 2 legs, even the final. So, yeah, Partick Thistle 2-0 up against Ayr United. 56 minutes gone. In Scottish League One playoff game, Clyde are currently 1-0 up against Annan Athletic, but Annan Athletic are winning 3-2 on aggregate. That game 64 minutes in. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with those games in Scotland. Big games for those clubs in Scotland. And just to let you guys know some of the results going on around Europe as well in the Irish Premier Division. It's currently Cork City 1, Slig Rovers 0, Derry City 2, UCD 0, Dundalk 2, Bomians 0, and Shelbourne 0, St Patrick's Athletic 1, and Shamrock Rovers 0, Drogheads United 1. In Spanish La Liga, it's currently Cedars 0, Real Valladolid. I've never even heard of that club. 0. That game half time. In the German Bundesliga, FC Freiburg 1, VfL Wolfsburg 0. In Italian Serie A, it's currently Sassuolo 1, Monza 0, and in the French League 1, it's currently Lyon 1, Monaco 1. So that brings you bang up to date with, there's one more here, guys. Two more. Danish Super League, AC Horsens 0, Silkenberg 1. That's actually a full-time score. And also one other game to let you guys know about, which is in the Portuguese league, which is Matinamo 0, Vizela 0, half-time in that one. So that brings you bang up to date, guys, with all the results around Europe. And we're about to hopefully get back underway very shortly with the second half of this League One playoff semi-final. Barnsley taking on Bolton in the second leg of the EFL League One playoff. So, guys, keep your comments coming. Let's quickly have a look over what is coming tomorrow. Some big games tomorrow. I will try and cover at least one game tomorrow, but that I'm probably not going to have much chance to do much more than one game tomorrow, unfortunately. But let's have a quick look what's going on tomorrow with the game. So tomorrow, Tottenham taking on Brentford, dinner time kickoff in the Premier League, 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. Bournemouth taking on Manchester United, Fulham taking on Crystal Palace, Liverpool taking on Aston Villa, Wolverhampton Wanderers taking on Everton, and Nottingham Forest with the tea time kickoff against Arsenal. In the Scottish Premier League, Hearts taking on Aberdeen in the dinner time kickoff. Then a 3 o'clock kickoff, Celtic v St Mirren, Kilmarnock v St Johnstone, Livingston v Dundee United, Motherwell v Ross County. In English League Two tomorrow, we have playoffs as well in the semi-finals of the second legs of the League Two playoffs. Stockport County with we're 1-0 behind from the first leg, taking on Salford City. That one is a Manchester derby, but Salford with the advantage in that one from the first leg with a 1-goal lead. The other semi-final in League Two tomorrow is Carlisle United against Bradford City, and Bradford with the 1-0 advantage from the first leg in that one. In the Scottish Championship, the playoffs, which is actually the Scottish League One, Hamilton Academic playing Adrians in 5:15 tomorrow. That is Adrians with the 1-0 advantage from the first leg. In Scottish League Two, the playoff tomorrow is Albion Rovers taking on the Spartans. And that one is 1-1 on aggregate from the first leg. So there you go, guys. Plenty of football tomorrow to get our teeth into in the UK. So the team's just coming out for the second half, guys, as we wait to get back underway. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that like button and drop your comments in the chat. I will read out your comments as and when I can with breaks in play during the game. So we're just waiting for the second half kickoff as Barnsley will kick off this second half. So we're back underway as Barnsley kick off and now kick the ball long out to this near side. Deja vu. It's gone out for throwing. That's exactly how the first half started. That is exactly how the first half started. Bolton kicked the ball long. So let's hope that continues with Bolton being the more aggressive team in the second half. Let's fingers crossed anyway. Long ball up the field for Bolton, as it's just being headed about at the moment, roughly on the halfway line, as Bolton eventually get it down. And now Dion Charles with possession as he kicks it in behind, and now Bolton trying to get across into the box as Barnsley cuts it out. And Bolton certainly, it's hard to say, but looking like maybe slightly more urgency. I don't know. Let's see. We're only 50 seconds into this second half, but Bolton win it back now inside the inside their own half of the field, as they now play the ball out to that far side to Bradley. And Joey is saying, fingers crossed Bolton do you proud this half. Absolutely nice one, Joey. I hope so, mate. So long ball up the field for Bolton, and it goes straight to the Barnsley goalkeeper. So, yeah, absolutely, Joey. Fingers crossed, an improved performance. I don't mind. If we lose, we lose. I'll accept that. But I don't like losing without a fight. We should be fighting tooth and nail and giving everything. The players have worked all season for this. That's what they should be reminded of. If I was a manager, I believe you me, in a game like this, if I couldn't inspire them, there would be something seriously wrong. I'd be reminding them, you've worked all season hard like this. What you're going to do? Give up and just be cautious, or you're going to go for it. Should get some fire in the belly. You don't want to wake up tomorrow morning with regret, asking, could you have done more? Go out there and do more. I don't think a football club would like me if I was a coach. Boy, I would give some amazing team talks, but I would also be telling a few home truths. I'm sure you guys have done it as well. We've all probably imagined ourselves as coaches and what we would say to our team if we was the coach. I'm sure we've all done it. Dion Charles winning it out on that far side as he now brings it into the box. Bolton player Bradley there coming racing into the box as he bundle over, and the referee giving nothing as Barnsley now try to play out from the back. Bolton winning it, and eventually it's knocked out on that far side for a throw into Bolton. Bang on the halfway line. But great work there from Dion Charles trying to win it back. And I was Bradley looking very frustrated. Anderson not looking happy, the Barnsley player there. Yeah, I've got to be honest, guys. I don't like to say it, but I believe in being honest. Bradley has gone over it quite easily there. That would have been a bit unfair if Bolton had have got the penalty. I don't want to win games by fluke. I want to win games convincingly by being the better team. So Barnsley now head it back, and Bolton finally pick up the possession deep inside their own half as they're playing it back to Trafford again. Trafford with a long ball forward up towards the halfway line, out to that far side, clearly looking for Dion Charles as he came back to intercept it. Or it may have been actually, maybe looking for Bradley, although Bradley plays further back. So Barnsley with a throw-in on the far side of the pitch as they take a long throw-in forward, and it's cut out by Bolton as Bolton knock it up to the centre circle on the halfway line. Barnsley intercept it and knock it back down this near side now as they come forward, but Bolton with a challenge as they knock it out, and it goes out on this near side for a throw-in to Barnsley about, I think that's about 7 or 8 yards from the corner flag. No, maybe a bit more, actually. Maybe more like 10 yards from the corner flag. So thanks for that, Joey. Nat saying, come on, Bolton. It's cost me a meal tonight with my gorgeous wife to watch this laugh out loud. Okay, mate. Well, thank you very much for that. Nat, you should have gone out. You should have gone out and spoke your lady, mate. You should have. But I totally understand you wanting to see who it is you guys are going to be coming up against in the final. But yeah, mate, you should have took your lady wife out and treated her. But yeah, sorry. Let's hope that this second half is more entertaining for you, mate. Long ball up the field from Bolton as they try to clear their lines, and now Barnsley play going over quite easily on that far side as Bolton now looking to play it forward and do as they come forward into the box now, crossed in, and it's just knocked behind there by the Barnsley defender, and that's a corner to Bolton on the far side of the pitch. So sorry to hear that, Nat. Hopefully you take your lovely wife out tomorrow, mate, and spoil her for being understanding of your football obsession. So yeah, thanks for that, Nat. Football TV, welcome to the show, mate. How's it going? Great to have you with us. Football TV saying, come on, you Barnes. Okay, fair enough. Football TV wanting Barnsley to win. No problem, mate. Welcome to the show. Great to have you with us. But yeah, I'm rooting for my own team, Bolton. as the ball is knocked out on this near side. Bolton not making the best of that corner opportunity. But have won a throw-in on this near side now, midway inside the Barnsley half of the field, as the Bolton fans making some noise, trying to get behind the players. Look at this. See, Barnsley have restricted, both Bolton and Barnsley are guilty of this, restricting the ticket allocation. And we can see that Bolton only had 2,000 away tickets allocated to them this season. And if you look in the stand, there's big spaces behind the Bolton fans with loads of seats empty. Loads of seats as Bolton now with the possession on the far side. And so Bolton yet again playing it back to Trafford. Cautious approach, still come out with... As Ian, what is going on? Stop passing it backwards. Come on. Honest, this is shocking. We're 1-0 down in a playoff semi-final and Bolton are just dawdling the ball along the back line. Get the ball forward. Finally, Bolton play it forward now down this near side as Barnsley challenging for it, but Bolton eventually with a shot from distance, and it's a poor one, that really poor. Nowhere near the goal, goes out from on that far side from Morley. That's a really poor effort from Morley. I don't know if that actually took a deflection, to be honest. 53 minutes gone, guys. Still Barnsley 1-0 up on the night, 2-1 on aggregate. Well, no way. Showing pictures of Phil Brown here. I've not seen him for a while. And so Bolton now again playing it back to Trafford. Absolutely shocking. Again, Bolton playing it back to a goalkeeper again. And see, they're inviting Barnsley to come and try and get the ball off them deep inside their own half. Absolutely shocking from Bolton. Too much cautious. Doesn't look like the managers give them any confidence in that half-time break. And really poor from Bolton as they play ball forward now on this near side. Cutting to the centre of the park now as Bolton work the ball out to the opposite side of the field. Dion Charles on the ball. Let's get the crossing. Stop cautious. Just get the crossing to the box. As Bolton now trying. See, they're trying to be too cautious playing it into the box. Why didn't they just ping it in the box there? Unbelievable. We're not going to win this game with the way we're playing. We're just playing too cautious, trying to walk the ball into the box. That's not how you win playoff finals and playoff semi-finals. Bolton now working the ball down this near side as they cut it back into the box now. Shot comes in, but it's cut out and deflected away by Barnsley. Up towards the halfway line. And so Bradley trying to win it on that far side as Cadden has knocked it out for a throw into Bolton. Bolton take it quickly, or try to, but we got a Barnsley player down on the pitch. Time wasting. It's really poor when players feel that they need to resort to time wasting, innit, guys? So early on in the game, 55 minutes and already Barnsley time wasting. Really poor that. Really, really poor. So Bradley with a throw-in on the far side for Bolton, probably about 7 or 8 yards from the corner flag. Charles coming over to try and intercept it. As they cut it into the box, shot comes in. It's deflected away by Barnsley. Bolton pick it up as it's bundled up. Comes down to this near side, and now a Bolton player down injured, and Bolton trying to attack down this near side as Barnsley cut it out, but there the referee's going to bring it back for a foul here, I think. So, yeah, I think it's Barnsley player Cole that's been booked, I think. See, Bolton fans have been saying, why am I not excited about the playoffs? This is why. I would have preferred us to have gone for it in League One and try and win promotion automatically rather than the playoffs. And this is kind of why, because I kind of sensed just, with all respect to Barnsley, I think we are a better team than Barnsley, but we're just not showing it. We're just not showing it. So Barnsley now, Bolton now with the possession midway inside the Barnsley, inside that whole half of the field as they tried to push up. Barnsley pressing the ball from the front quite well as Bolton now with a long ball forward and it goes straight to the goalkeeper. This has got to be one of the most frustrating games I've watched for a while, but Barnsley keeper kicks it long up into the Bolton half of the field as Santos heads it, and Barnsley challenge for the ball. So let's quickly, with Bolton just knocking it about inside their own half at the minute. Oh, come on, Bolton. Trying to play out from the back now on the far side as they work the ball towards the halfway line. Oh, this cautious approach. What the hell are they doing? The goal's that way, for crying out loud. Finally, Bolton get it forward. Oh, they've lost it on the edge of the Barnsley box as Barnsley tried to clear it, but Bolton win it back again. Bradley seems to be the only one that's hungry to try and get forward at the moment as Barnsley clear the ball back into the Bolton half of the field. Trafford being cautious here. Bolton playing a dangerous game. Some good pressing there. Credit to Barnsley. They're pressing well from the front and almost made Bolton make a mistake there as the ball goes out on this near side and thrown to Bolton, taken quickly. Bolton trying to clear it up the field, but only cleared it as far as midway inside their own half as Barnsley win it back and then try to play it forward, but it's cut out by Bolton as Bolton now, Bolton have lost it. We're just not getting out of our own half enough here. Barnsley now with the possession in the centre circle as they play it out to that far side of the pitch. Now coming forward down that far side of the pitch as Barnsley just content to keep possession. They play it back to the halfway line. Challenged by Bolton as it goes out on the far side for a throw-in bang on the halfway line. So Joey is saying, laugh out loud, Nat. The things we do to keep the other half happy and to watch football. Yes, but we have to show appreciation to that, don't we, Joey? That our lovely wives are understanding about our football obsession. So yeah, well said, Joey. But we have to show them appreciation once in a while because they put up with it, don't they? They put up with our highs and lows as we are football lovers. Barnsley now with a possession on the far side on the edge of the Bolton box as they cross it in and it's cut out by Bolton and goes out behind for, I think that's gone out for a corner for Barnsley on the far side. Yeah. Oh, that's not a handball. Barnsley shouting for a handball there. No way is that a handball. Had his hand by his sides. Just a ball blasted at him. Nat saying, Joey, that's life, mate. Laugh out loud. Absolutely. Joey saying, it is, mate. Absolutely. Well said, guys. Pompey World, welcome to the show. Long time no see. How's it going, mate? Pompey World saying, hi, Gaz. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show. Pleasure to have you with us, mate. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, sorry to hear you haven't moved house yet, mate. But great to see you, Pompey World. And hope you're doing okay, mate, over there in America. And Pompey World, massive Portsmouth fan over there in LA in the USA. So great to have you with us. Drop in tonight. Thank you very much for that, Pompey World. And yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. And hope you're well. Pompey World saying good luck for your Bolton. Nice one, mate. You're a star. Thank you very much for that. Very nice of you to say. Joey saying hi, Pompey World. Nice one, Joey, top man. Bolton again passing it about in their own half. Honest to God, see, we're putting the pressure and the ball goes out on the far side. Barnsley win another long throw opportunity. Bolton creating all their own problems at the minute. Really poor this from Bolton. Just not showing enough desire to get forward. Really, really disappointing. Just go for it, for crying out loud, with this cautious approach, passing it around in their own half. You'd think we were 5-0 up the way Bolton are playing in this game. Not 1-0 down. Barnsley with a long throw into the box as Santos tries to clear it, but unable to get anything, any direction on that as he tries to head it away. And now Barnsley have won a corner on the far side as Bolton not clearing the lines. So nice one, Joey. Top stuff, mate. Pompey World saying hi, Joey, as well. Top stuff, guys. Thank you. Nice one, mate. Pompey World, love that. Love that. You guys make that effort to be positive with each other. Top stuff, guys. Thank you. So corner. Sorry. Yeah. Barnsley with the long ball into the box from the corner as it's knocked away, and now Barnsley keep possession on that far side as Bolton eventually win it back, and now Bolton trying to hit Barnsley on the counter-attack as they play it forward, but it's cut out by Barnsley as they try to clear their lines and do, knocking it all the way back up the other end of the field as Trafford comes across on that far side and kicks it out of play. I think we're going to lose this tonight, guys. Bolton's just not focused, not absolutely really poor and disappointing performance so far from Bolton. Really poor, not enough hunger from the players, not enough desire being shown, too much caution. So Barnsley with substitution, James Norwood coming on. And it's, can't see the player there that's gone off. Apologies, guys. So Barnsley with a long throw forward as it's down towards that far side of the pitch on the near to the corner flag. As Bolton challenge for it and kick it out. So that will be another throw into Barnsley. Well, normally, guys, I make compliments saying that teams don't come to just make up the numbers. But in this game, it looks like Bolton have. I've been supporting Bolton for years, guys. I've seen us play so much better than this, especially this season. Really disappointing so far from Bolton. Long ball into the box from the throw-in for Barnsley on the far side as it's challenged by Bolton. Barnsley with a shot, and it's ricocheted off the crossbar. So 66 minutes gone, guys. Barnsley still in the lead with that 1-0 advantage. 2-1 on aggregate. Pompey World saying, good to be... what's going on here? Good to be on the chat. Nice one, Pompey World. Yeah, obviously I've not spoken to you for a while because you've been busy with some personal stuff. But yes, mate, we're building a really top positive fan den community. We've got some fantastic fans involved in the fan den community, as you will find out talking to them in the chat, mate. Some real, and they're not even all the fan den members of the fan den community, not even all in the chat tonight. But you will meet some of them, mate. And we're building a really positive fan community now on the channel. So, yeah, it'd be great to get you involved in it as and when you've got the time, mate. So, yeah, thank you very much for that, Pompey World. As I say, mate, great to have you with us tonight. And, yes, you'll certainly meet some of the top members of the fan den community in the chat tonight. As I say, probably not all here with us tonight, but a good percentage. So, yeah, nice one, mate. Top stuff. Thank you very much for that. As the ball has gone out on this near side close to the halfway line for a throw-in to Barnsley. Barnsley throw it long down the far side, down this near side of the pitch, as it goes out close to the corner flag for a throw-in to Bolton. Bolton take it quickly, throwing it back up towards the halfway line as Barnsley head it out, and it's gone out again for another throw-in to Bolton. Closer to the halfway line this time, but still inside the Bolton half of the field. As Bolton yet again throw it back to the defenders. Honest, we're just not showing enough desire to get forward. Long ball forward now, up towards the Bolton forwards on this near side, but it's headed back towards the direction it came from as Bolton pick it up and kick it long again. Barnsley winning the possession in the centre of the park as they try and get their forward players in behind, but the Barnsley players not reading that well, and Trafford comes forward to gather the ball and get Bolton back on the move as Bolton again knocking it about at the back as they chip the ball forward down this near side with hit and hope. It's hit and hope from Bolton at the moment. So in the second half so far, 3, not many shots. I think two apiece there. I think it came up with. Bolton now coming forward down this near side as Barnsley cut it out and knock it out for a throw in to Bolton midway inside the Barnsley half of the field. Bolton take it quickly. Oh. Bolton have just kicked it out. Exactly back in the direction it came from, and now that's a throw into Barnsley. We're just not clicking tonight at all. Pompey World saying, enjoying the EFL League One playoffs, even though we didn't qualify, we will be ready next season. Yes, I think an unusual season for you guys at Portsmouth. Started the season reasonably well, then went off the boil for a while and couldn't buy a win. And then all of a sudden, in the back half of the season, you guys got it together and started putting results and back-to-back wins together. So, yeah, a bit of an unusual, bit mixed bag for you guys this season. But, yeah, I'm sure Pompey will come back stronger next season as Barnsley now with the possession as they give it away. And now Bolton win it inside their own half as they kick it long forward. But to who? Who are they kicking it forward to? You can't. This is hit and hope. There was nobody there who was kicked it forward to. So Barnsley win back possession easily from a hit and hope ball for Bolton. Absolutely shocking that. There was nobody out on this near side and they just chipped it forward to no one. Come on. Manager needs to make some subs here. This is just not good enough from Bolton. We need a substitution that's going to inspire the team. Barnsley now kicking it long down this near side as it's headed back in the direction it came from by Bolton. But Barnsley pick it up now midway inside the Bolton half as they try to play it towards the edge of the Bolton box and do. But Bolton defending in numbers on this near side as it deflects away and goes out for a throw-in to Barnsley. So, yeah, thanks for that, Pompey World. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, definitely entertaining with the playoffs. Stevie's saying, hi, Gaz. Come on, Bolton. Absolutely. I think it's gone straight back to the beginning out here, hasn't it? Stupid thing. Sorry, guys. Nat saying, come on, Bolton. Nice one, Nat. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that, mate. Top stuff. And, oh, sorry, I missed. Yeah, no, I didn't. I got that one, didn't I? Bradley coming forward on that far side as his challenge for the ball. And he's trying to claim for a foul, but the referee, I'm not sure he's buying that. 72 minutes gone, guys. So, yep, substitution now, double substitution coming from Bolton. And it's Dempsey coming off. So, Dempsey and Williams coming off. And Sheehan and John coming on for Bolton. Let's hope this gets us going better in this back half of the game. Maggie's saying, not looking good for us. Is it, Fanden? It's not, mate. It's not. And, we don't mind, do we, going out if we fight? If we fight and give everything, we will accept the defeat. But we've seen us play so fantastic this season. I don't know what's going on with the players. Whether it's, how can it be confidence? I don't know. They're just being too cautious. I don't know whether too much pressure being put on the players in the background. I don't know. But this is not a good performance after what we've seen this season. We've seen Bolton show up some fantastic results this season. And look at how we played against Plymouth in the EFL Trophy. We absolutely destroyed them. So why are we not coming into this game with that same desire? Barnsley now kicking it forward as they now come forward on the edge of the Bolton box, get a shot off, and it's gone wide and hits the side netting. And that will relieve the pressure for Bolton. 70, just coming up to 74 minutes gone, guys. But, yep, sorry, unfortunately, Maggie, it's not looking good for us, mate. Let's hope these substitutions can make some kind of impact for us. Maggie saying, so disappointing. We are so much better than this. Just not decent attack. Absolutely, well said, Maggie. You're spot on there, mate. Like I say, I can accept defeat if we go out fighting. But this is not putting up a fight. This is, well, I don't even know what to call it, other than calling it cautiously and keeping it respectful criticism or polite criticism. I'd say it's a cautious approach. But Bolton now coming forward as it's cut out by. What's this? We've got a foul here. The Barnsley intercepting that ball as it was played forward and it was passed back to the goalkeeper, and the referee has blown the whistle for a back pass because the goalkeeper came out and saved it. He should have just kicked it. Yeah. So Bolton now with a great opportunity, free kick actually in the box on the far side of the pitch. I don't know what distance this is. It's got to be less than 10 yards from goal. Could all meet empty seats behind the goal, guys. Really bad that. Covered in Bolton flags, but just goes to show that Barnsley could have sold more tickets to Bolton. But in the same time, Bolton could have done the same for Barnsley as well in the first leg. Oh, over the bar. High and over the bar for Bolton. Snatched at that opportunity, really. And when you see that, you just kind of start getting the feeling it's not going to be a night. So yeah, well said, Maggie. Unfortunately, that's the case, seems to be the case. Joey saying, hi, Maggie. Got to agree with some of the fantastic wins you had this season. Absolutely, Joey. Yeah, we definitely can play better than this. We can definitely play better than I can't put my finger on it. I really can't. I don't know whether the players are too nervous or what. But I want one thing. Barnsley definitely time wasting. Another Barnsley player going down here, just killing time. So yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Absolutely got to agree. Stevie UTB, welcome to Football Fan Den. Great to have you with us, mate. Stevie is saying, is there any fans in the ground? Laugh out loud. Yes, there is fans in the ground. Absolutely, yeah. And one thing I've got to say is the Barnsley fans haven't been that much better getting behind their team, and they're I've seen a Barnsley channel stood outside Bolton's ground last week criticising our fans for not making an atmosphere. And the Barnsley fans, yeah, they're making a little bit of noise, but I wouldn't say they're making anything anything dramatic that's making it an intimidating atmosphere or anything. So maybe they should be eating the words. The Barnsley fan channel that was outside Bolton last week criticising our fans. Eat your words. Look at your own fans' atmosphere before you start criticising other clubs. As the Barnsley goalkeeper kicks it long, and it ends up going all the way back to the Bolton goalkeeper, Trafford. And now Bolton playing out from the back. Oh, come on, lads. Get the ball forward. Stop with this cautious approach. As again, Bolton lose it on that far side, and Barnsley capitalising on it, trying to play out from the back, but Bolton eventually win it back, and now they try to come forward as Barnsley pressing well, but Bolton worked up towards the forward players both for Bolton, but kicked out on this near side as Bolton win a throw-in. Suddenly a little bit more pace coming from Bolton. And now Bolton play it forward towards the edge of the box. And that's not something we've said much in this game. Big sections of empty seats in this ground, guys. Really poor from Barnsley to not sell more away tickets. And the same, I will criticise my own club the same. They should have sold more away tickets. Ball played forward by Bolton as it cut out by Barnsley. Now Barnsley coming forward on that far side. And so they cut it back into the centre of the field. And now Bolton intercept it and cut it out just on the edge of their own box. As played forward now up to the halfway line as Bolton not doing very well, keeping control of it there, and win a foul taken quickly as Bolton now knock it out to this near side, coming forward towards the edge of the Barnsley boxes. It's played wide and cross comes in. It's deep, too much on that, and it goes out on the far side for a throw into Barnsley. Really poor cross into the box, that from Bolton. Bang on 80 minutes, guys. 10 minutes remaining plus stoppage time. And I've got to say it, as much as I hate to say it, looks like we're going out of the playoffs with a whimper. It really does. We're going out with a whimper. How can they play like this after being inspired by that game last night? You're seeing everything that's right with a team with Sheffield and everything that's wrong with a team with Peterborough last night. Were the Bolton players not watching that game? Should use that game for inspiration. Clearly they haven't. As Barnsley now win it back and manage to get in behind Bolton defenders, and they've won a foul now on the edge of the Bolton box. And the Bolton player, Santos, into the book, into the referee's book with a yellow card. So Ricardo Santos with a yellow card. So welcome to the Football Fan Den, Stevie. Yes, mate, it is a bit quiet. Stevie saying Barnsley home support tonight is, it is a bit poor, mate. It is a bit poor. Can't argue with you there. But welcome to Football Fan Den, Stephen. Joey saying, hi, Stevie. You a Barnsley fan? Thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, great question. Stevie saying, no, mate, Borough. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, great to have a Borough fan with us, as we are not a club channel, guys. It just happens to be that my club are playing tonight. We're very much a fan channel for all fans of all clubs here at Football Fan Den. But like I say, it just happens to be that it's my club we're watching tonight. But most of the time, guys, as Joey and all the regulars of the Fan Den community will tell you, most of the time I try to be reasonably neutral. But forgive me when my own team's playing. I'm going to try my best to get behind them. As Bolton now come forward towards the halfway line, work the ball out to that far side. Stop coming backwards! Bolton still playing backwards instead of forwards. Long ball forward eventually from Bolton, but it's cut out by Barnsley as they kick it long back up into the Bolton half of the pitch. And now Santos in a foot race with the Barnsley forward Cole, and the referee blows. I'm not sure he's blown for an offside here or a foul. That's a harsh foul. It is a foul, but both players were in a foot race to win it. That's a poor one, that. But Bolton now with the possession, as suddenly there's a bit more urgency as they come forward in midway inside the Barnsley half of the field. Playing it down that far side. Do not play it back. Stop playing it backwards! Stop playing it backwards! Bolton playing it forward now down this near side as Barnsley defend it well. If we'd spent as much time playing the ball forwards as we had backwards, we could be winning this 5-1, just like bloody like Wednesday last night. We've just been so poor playing it with all this backwards passing. I didn't realise Guardiola was the coach. Has Ian Evatt been taking lessons from Guardiola with this game or what? This is so poor from Bolton with all this passing backwards. So Barnsley now with a double substitution. 84 minutes gone, guys. So it's Connell and Phillips coming off, and Russell and Benson coming on for Barnsley. So great to have you with us, Stevie. And yeah, absolutely. I think you might be the first Middlesbrough fan to join us on Fan Den. So yeah, great to have you with us, mate. Hopefully we'll have a few more fans from your club in the future as well. Joey's saying, cool, Stevie. Absolutely. Well said, Joey. Top man, loving the positivity as always from you, Joey. You're a star, mate. Stevie's saying Bolton are doing a Borough not playing how you know they can. Well said, Stevie. Cannot argue with you there, mate. Yep. Cannot argue with you one bit, mate. And massive respect to you for at least being honest about your own team. I think Borough is a great club, to be honest. But I think Stevie there, very honest with his assessment. And yet, they're kind of Borough are the same, aren't they? They can play fantastic football, and then all of a sudden they can play really poorly and below the standard that they should be playing. So yeah, well said, Stevie. Got to agree with you there, mate, and massive respect there for your honest criticism of your own team. Always respect when fans can at least. Don't get me wrong, none of us like criticising our own team, but to me, that's the makings of a true football fan, when a fan can give an honest criticism of their own team. So, yeah, thanks for that, Stevie. And Joey's saying, agree, Stevie. I reckon, Stevie, I really thought Bolton would have this. Yeah, same here, Joey. Got to agree with you, mate. 86 minutes gone. And we're about to have another substitution from Barnsley. So it's Cole coming off and Thomas coming on, for Barnsley. So nice one, Joey. Stevie's saying you could still do it, mate. We could, but it's not looking great, to be honest. And Bolton now coming forward as they pass it out to Bradley on the far side as he kicks it long up towards into the Barnsley boxes. Barnsley defend it well and Bolton pick it up outside the box as they now come forward on this near side now, crossing to the boxes. It's deep, headed away by Barnsley, but Bolton pick it up again on midway inside the Barnsley half as they play it out to this near side. And Barnsley defending well, but Bolton trying to play it through us hard. So you're looking for fouls and advantages. Don't look for fouls and advantages from the referee. Really poor from Bolton. Ball on this near side as they cut it back into the centre of the park and now chipped forward by Bradley as it goes straight to the goalkeeper who relieves the pressure for Barnsley. Coming up to 88 minutes gone, guys, and it looks like we're going out of the playoffs with a whimper. Embarrassing to lose to Barnsley like this. It really is embarrassing to lose to Barnsley like this. Barnsley now coming forward towards the edge of the Bolton box as they're pushed wide by Bradley on that far side. I've got to say it's the only player that's showed a bit of tenacity in this game. As Barnsley win a throw-in on the far side, just an opportunity for them to run the clock down a bit more. So thanks for that, Stevie. You're right, mate, but it's not looking good now. Tyro, welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Great to have you with us, mate. Let us know which club you support. Tyro saying score X11. Okay, mate, fair enough. I'm not showing score. Oh, right, I think Tyrone is saying he thinks it'll go to extra time. Well, if it's going to go to extra time, Bolton need to get their finger out their backside and score a goal. Barnsley doing everything they can to waste time at the minute, and you can't really blame them at this stage of the game. But I do blame them for trying to do it too early. They were trying to do it from the 55th minute of the game, which is really poor. At this stage of the game, you can kind of understand it a little bit. But earlier in the game, it was really poor from Barnsley. Poor sportsmanship. So thanks for that, Tyro, and welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Great to have you with us, mate. Let us know which club you support. Stevie's saying, well said, mate. Nice one, Stevie. Great to have you with us as well, mate. Loving to have clubs from different fans. Stevie also saying Bolton should go 3 at the back now and put new attackers on. Yep, I wouldn't complain at that, mate. We've been really poor in this game as we just had 6 minutes added on time, guys, as Bolton now playing the ball down this near side. Can we get an equaliser? Passing backwards again from Bolton as they try to work the ball down this near side. Oh, come on with this passing backwards. Just get the ball forward. Bolton passing it along the defensive line as they work it out to that opposite side of the field. And now trying to play it forward, but yet again coming backwards as Barnsley with all 10 men behind the ball as Bolton now cross it into the box. It's deep as it's gone behind everybody and goes out on that far side for a throw into Barnsley. So thanks for that, Steve. Steve also saying rooting for you boys. Thank you very much for that, Stevie. And really nice of you to say, mate. Appreciate that. Stevie's saying, "Where's your subs?" Yeah, we did make 2 subs. We did make 2 substitutions earlier in the game, but that's it, and they've not really made that much of an impact. Joey's saying, "Gutted for you guys." Yeah, all right, I say, mate, I can accept defeat, me. I can accept it when we play well. I'll accept it when we've been outplayed, but we haven't been outplayed. Bolton have allowed themselves to be outplayed here with too much of a cautious approach, not enough desire. Just really disappointing. I think most Bolton fans would agree with me. Just really disappointing in both games. This cautious approach is what's cost us. As Barnsley fans finally find their voice. Ball on that far side now as Barnsley with the possession midway inside the Bolton half. 2 minutes into the added on time as Barnsley work the ball out to this near side now. Just happy to keep possession as they play it into the centre of the park, and Bolton doing a poor job so far of challenging for it. Bolton now playing it back to the goalkeeper Trafford as they win back the possession, and Bolton knock it up to the halfway line, but it's cut out by Barnsley as they knock it back down the field on this near side, and Barnsley just happy to take it into the corner flag. It's really poor, this from Bolton. Bolton now win the ball back as they play the ball forward with a long ball up to towards the forward players for Bolton, but it's cut out by Barnsley as Barnsley kick it back in the direction. This is so poor from Bolton. I don't think Barnsley have outplayed us, really. They've been not the best of teams. They've been poor. They've just tried to frustrate us with slowing play down, claiming fouls. Just really poor from both teams. How can these teams play so badly after the inspiration they got last night? Really, really poor from both teams, to be honest. And I don't know what the Barnsley fans are getting so excited about, because if they play like this against Sheffield in the final, they're going to get a bit of a footballing lesson if Sheffield play as well as they did last night. Ball cleared by Barnsley's. Bolton just what is this cautious approach again? Slow. Now Bolton with the possession midway inside their own half as they kick it long up towards the Barnsley box as it's headed on, and now Bolton get it brought down as they cross it into the box, and it's headed away for Barnsley, but Bolton pick it up on the edge of the box as they cross it back in, and it's deflected away. But Bolton tried to knock it back towards the box as it's cleared away. And now Barnsley on the counter-attack as they run forward down that far side and in a foot race with Bradley as Bradley is going to draw a foul. That is such a honest. We played right into Barnsley's hands with that one. They were looking for it and they got it. And Bradley, I'm not going to criticise him too much because he has put some effort in this game. Been one of the although he's not been at his best, but he has been one of the better Bolton players. He grabbed hold of the Barnsley player, and Barnsley were looking for it. So free kick for Barnsley on the far side, right on close on the edge of the Bolton box. Not a great opportunity for a throw-in. Just seeing that one of the Bolton youngsters in tears. This is what the players don't realise, how much they affect the emotions of fans and youngsters that don't understand that it's just a game. So Barnsley taking a cautious approach as the ball has gone out for a goal kick to Bolton. The Barnsley with a poor effort, not making the most of that opportunity for a free kick. Trafford with a long ball forward. Barnsley win it. And now Barnsley coming racing forward as Bolton about to go out in embarrassing fashion as Barnsley get the shot off, and it goes wide of that near side, that far side post. Shocking. And there goes the full-time whistle. And we didn't deserve it, guys. We did not deserve it. We didn't play well enough. We didn't show enough desire. We didn't show enough hunger. Absolutely, we did not deserve it. We did not deserve it. Fair play to Barnsley. They weren't the best. They weren't the best, to be honest. They didn't show that much hunger and desire. They were just the better team out of two, what I would describe as two poor teams tonight. And how they can play so poor after the inspiration they got from that game last night. Really, really poor game from both teams, to be honest. But Barnsley, the slightly better of the two poor teams. And if I were a Barnsley fan, I wouldn't be shouting too much about that display. They just managed to wedge it. But fair play to them. They go to the final. But I'm so frustrated with that from Bolton. We can play much, much better than that. And the Bolton players should expect an avalanche of criticism on social media, and rightly so, because they played. We've gone out with a whimper. That's the reality of the game, guys. We've gone out with a whimper. We played slow, cautious play in the first leg. We've come into this second leg, and we've done exactly the same. And we've got no excuses other than, no one to blame but ourselves for the players just showing a lack of hunger and desire. And after seeing how we played against Plymouth in the cup final, how can they justify such a poor performance? I don't get it. Really poor from Bolton. So, guys, keep your comments coming. I'll come to your comments in a minute. Let's quickly just check what's going on in the other playoff games in Scotland. But please do drop your comments in. Would love to hear your thoughts on this one. So, guys, just quickly to give you an update on the Scottish playoff games in the Scottish Championship. The Scottish Premiership playoff from the Scottish Championship is finished. Partick Thistle 3, Ayr United 0. Obviously, here in English League One, it's finished Barnsley 1, Bolton 0, winning 2-1 on aggregate for Barnsley. In the Scottish League 1 playoff, it's finished Clyde 1, Annan Athletic 2. Annan Athletic go through to win that one. 5-2 on aggregate from the over the two legs. So, yeah, that brings you bang up to date. So let's come to the chat and see what you guys are saying. Rich Paul Sports is with us. How's it going, mate? Rich Paul Sports saying, I heard the passion and anger in your voice, Gaz. It woke me up. What happened to Middlesbrough and now Bolton is it stage fright pressure? I have no idea, mate, because Bolton played, Bolton have been involved in a big cup final this season. Maybe not big to Premier League clubs, but when you're in the lower leagues, it's a big cup final in the EFL Trophy. They didn't have stage fright there, so I don't know what the excuse for tonight was, mate. We just didn't show enough desire and hunger from Bolton perspective, and I don't want to keep repeating myself. I'm really disappointed in my own team. Barnsley deserved it. They played the slightly better of two poor sides, to be honest, guys. Both teams not really showing enough, but Barnsley, the better of the two teams, and they deserved the win, to be fair to them. They deserved the win. But thanks for that, Rich Paul Sports. Appreciate you coming chopping in, mate. Welcome to the show. Millsard saying, my banter ready for next season. Fair enough, Millsard. Welcome to the show. I know you was wishing us to lose tonight. Well, looks like you got your wish, mate. Millsard also saying, plus have you seen Wigan 4 points deduction from start of next season? No, I haven't seen that, mate. No, I haven't seen that. Right now, no offence, mate. As you was absorbed with your own team when your team disappointed you, I'm in that mindset right now, mate. But I will check that out once I chill out and calm down. But welcome to the show, Millsard. Millsard saying gutted for Bolton. Well, I don't think that's quite true, is it, mate? Because I know you did tell me that you was hoping we didn't go up so that you could have the derby with Bolton. But thank you anyway. At least if it's nice of you to say, appreciate the gesture, mate. Rich Post Sports saying, Millsard, Joey, Stevie, how good a manager would Gaz be I don't know. But Sam Allardyce would love Gaz in. Would love Gaz in the Leeds camp. Fire, passion, hunger and pride. Well, thank you, Rich Paul Sports. Very nice of you to say. I don't think the players would like me as their coach or assistant coach when they play badly, because I would give it them straight. There would be no cautious approach. It would be say it as it is, and if you're not man enough to deal with it, then don't wear the shirt. So I don't know, mate. But yeah, interesting debate for you guys that. But thank you very much, Rich Bow Sports. I think we've all put ourselves in that position where we've imagined ourselves being a manager of our own teams. But yeah, great one. That great comment from Rich Bow Sports. That interesting. Millsard saying Sheffield Wednesday deserve to win playoffs. Yep, looking at the last two semi-finals, they do. They've been the better of all four clubs, to be fair. And I think they'll win it. As long as they don't put in another poor performance like they did in the first leg, I think Sheffield Wednesday have got this one. So, yeah, agree with you there, Millsard. Joey saying, laugh out loud, Rich Bo. Got to agree. Thanks, Joey. Yeah, I think I would certainly give you guys some entertainment on the touchline, that's for sure. Millsard is saying, yeah, Rich Bo. Well, yeah, like I said, I certainly think you guys would love watching me on the touchline. I'd be getting a red card, I'll tell you that now, because if a referee come over waving cards at me, I'd just walk straight into the stand and be giving him the bird. I wouldn't give him the chance to give me a red because I'd just walk straight to the stand and give him the bird. So, yeah, thanks, guys. Millsard saying, manager with a microphone to commentate. Yes. Thanks for that, Millsard. Interesting comment, that. Stevie's saying, it hurts when your team don't turn up. Yep, absolutely. Well said, Stevie. Excellent comment. Well said, mate. That's spot on. Couldn't have said it any better. I think that's the bare bones of this game tonight, innit, guys? We can always accept defeat, but Stephen there has nailed it. Bob on there. It hurts when your team don't turn up, when you know that they can play better than that and they don't. So that's when it really hurts the most. So spot on from that, from Stephen there. Well said, mate. Couldn't have said that any better. You've nailed it in one sentence. Stevie also saying tomorrow will hurt. Tomorrow, let me I'm just focused on this. Let me remind myself of what's coming tomorrow. Which game are you talking about, Stevie? Are you talking about for Bolton it will hurt tomorrow, or one of the teams that are playing tomorrow, Stevie? So sorry, mate, I'm misunderstanding your comment. But yeah, are you meaning one of the clubs tomorrow will play that'll be hurting, or Bolton fans will be hurting? But yeah, I'm sure Bolton fans will be hurting. They'll probably be in the pub right now trying to drown the sorrows. But thanks for that, Stevie. Some great comments from you, mate. Millsard saying, yep, Stevie, nice one, Millsard. Joey's saying, that's right, Stevie. As Gaz said, you can take it a bit better when your team players put in a performance. Absolutely well said, Joey. Yep, it's always difficult for us to take it when we see, just because we know our own clubs, don't we, guys? We watch them week in, week out. We know how good they can play. So when they don't turn up, the players, you get angry and you get frustrated and they don't realize how much they affect your life, how much, because, it's all right, clubs charging us, 25, 30, 40 quid a ticket. Why are they doing that? Because they know that we love the club. So that's how they get away with charging them crazy ticket prices. But then when they put in a poor performance like that, they don't realise, these players, that it affects us. It's all right for them. They might be able to just move on at the end of the summer and go somewhere else because they ain't, they ain't tied to the club emotionally. We are as fans. We feel it as fans. We feel that hurt a lot more than the players. The players will feel the hurt for 24 hours. And then, half of these players will probably be looking to move for next season. So, yeah, well said, Joey. It does, like I said, we can always accept defeat when we see our teams put in a performance, but not when we don't see them turn up. Millsod saying, my son is downstairs shouting, Bolton, get battered. Well, fair enough, mate, fair enough. I wouldn't say a 1-0 defeat is get battered. An honest football fan would assess that game and say that neither team really grabbed it by the scruff of the neck. In fairness, Barnsley were poor as well. They were time wasting pretty much right from the start of the second half. They didn't show much desire to kill the game off. They weren't the better team at all. They just edged it by getting that goal, and Bolton didn't turn up. That's the reality of it. Bolton just didn't show enough desire and didn't turn up. Stephen is saying, you be better next season. Respect to Bolton, brilliant club and supporters. Thank you very much for that, Stevie. Very nice of you to say, and I absolutely replicate that comment to your team, Middlesbrough. And I've got first-hand experience. You guys beat us in the cup a few years ago, back in, if I remember the year rightly, I think it was 2004. I went to that cup final and I met Borough fans there. You guys showed massive respect to the Bolton fans in that game before and after. So, yeah, I have a lot of respect for although I wasn't happy to see you guys win us, as you can imagine, Stevie. After going to that cup final and meeting Borough fans, I had massive respect for you guys turning up in numbers, travelling all the way to Cardiff, because that final was in Cardiff at the time, because Wembley was still in the phase of being rebuilt. But massive respect to you, Stevie. Thanks for that comment, mate. Rich Paul Sports saying, Maggie, Sean, Nat, this is a tough night, a tough watch, a tough result in there. Is the Bolton manager job now under real threat? Stick with Bolton. Congrats, Barnsley. Maybe it was fate. No, mate. No. I can't see Ian Evatt being under threat. He's done really well for us this season. You can't blame the manager for the players not playing a cautious approach. They did do it over both legs, first leg and second leg. He does deserve criticism. Don't get me wrong. The manager definitely deserves a fair amount of criticism after this performance. But no, he definitely, over the season, he's done fantastically well. He's helped rebuild the team since all the problems with the administration. He's been a fantastic manager for us. So no, mate, any Bolton fans that start calling for the manager to be sacked just after this poor display in the playoffs, they're not true football fans. No, Ian Evatt deserves definitely more time. He's been doing good things, and I think he can guide us back to the Championship with a little bit more investment in the team. Great question, Rich Paul Sports. But no, I would hope that you guys that are Bolton fans in the chat would agree with me there. I don't think Ian Evatt is under that much pressure just from this performance from the players. He's done brilliant for us. Maggie's saying, so gutted, fan den, really poor from us tonight. Absolutely, Maggie. I'm gutted myself, mate. I really am. I'm looking forward to jumping off in a minute and just going having a drink of lager or something to just drown my sorrows. I don't drink very much, but I think I need one tonight after watching that. But yeah, try and keep your head up, Maggie. We go again next season, and in Evatt we trust, because he has been fantastic for us to this season. I don't know. Can you pinpoint it, Maggie? Why did we play so cautiously over 2 games? We just did, didn't we, mate? I don't understand it. I really don't. We know that we can play better than that. The way Bolton played, it was like they didn't want it. It was really like they didn't want it. Just going through the motions. Really, really poor from us, and really gutted, mate. Really gutted. But yeah, let me know, Maggie, what your thoughts are on the manager. Obviously, he does need to take a certain amount of blame for this poor performance, but I don't think his job should come under threat just for this playoff. playoffs thing. You know, you got to think when he took over us, we was in all sorts of mess. We had a mixed squad of with young players and loan players and all sorts. So, you know, I don't think he deserves to have his job under pressure. Let me know, Maggie, your thoughts. Millsword saying, yeah. I'm sorry, Millsword, I'm not understanding what that's a yet to. I think that may be agreeing with Maggie, so thanks for that, Millsword. Stephen is saying they sing now, laugh out loud. Yeah, they did. I know they were poor, the Barnsley fans, and I will criticise them because they were outside our ground last week criticising us on their Barnsley fan channel. And yeah, they do deserve some criticism after criticising us. They were poor with their atmosphere tonight. So yeah, I agree, Stevie. Well said, mate. They deserve some criticism, the Barnsley fans. Maggie's saying, don't think his job under threat. Still done great with us this season. I'm sticking behind him. Well said, Maggie. I agree, mate. I agree. I'm sticking behind Ian Evatt as well, mate. I think he's done great this season. You know, I think he at least deserves at least another season to get some players in this transfer window. Hopefully, the club get behind him and support him in the transfer window, bringing players in. So, yeah, I totally agree with you, Maggie. Yes, he deserved criticism for how we played in the playoffs. But no, I agree, mate. He doesn't deserve to have his job under threat. He's done great. So I totally agree with you there, mate. Stephen is saying, come on, Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, I've got to agree with you, mate. I will be probably rooting for Sheffield in the final. Nothing against Barnsley, but after this performance, I don't think, you know, they were just they edged it. They beat a poor Bolton side, let's be honest. If Bolton had played at the level we know they can do, I don't think Barnsley would have been able to deal with us. Joey's saying, yeah, think we will be rooting for Sheffield Wednesday. Thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, I think we will, mate. Unfortunately for Barnsley, like I say, Steve is saying, Bolton fans, mate. Bolton fans, mate. Sorry, Steve, I'm not following you there, mate. Is that meaning Bolton fans will be rooting for Wednesday? Yeah, I think most Bolton fans will be, mate, to be fair. But thanks for that, Stevie. If that's what you mean, apologies if I've got that wrong, mate. Stephen saying, please hit the like button and follow. Thanks, Stevie. As always, appreciate the hard work you do in the background. And yes, guys, please do hit that like button if you haven't already. And consider subscribing. It would be appreciated. So nice one, Stevie. Top man, mate. Millsard saying, Gaz, I just uploaded a new video. Okay, Millsard, fair enough. Well, obviously, as I've said, I get chance when I get chance. I check out your channels. I don't really take kindly to people doing that, but I'll ignore it on this occasion. Rich Paul Sports is saying, question, how true is it that players play for the shirt? Is that extra pressure or an advantage? No, it's an advantage. If players buy into it, I think it's an advantage. You know, show that, use this shirt, the power, show that you want to play for the shirt. Use it as motivation. If players can't handle that, then they shouldn't wear the shirt. They shouldn't have the shirt on if they can't handle that pressure. Simple as. If they see it as pressure, they shouldn't be wearing the shirt. They should be able to deal with that and use it as motivation. Use it as a positive, not a negative. But great question there from Rich Sport. Millsard saying not that true sometimes. Okay, yep, fair enough. Millsard, entitled to your opinion, mate. Millsard saying, my son only 5, so doesn't understand. Oh, fair enough, yeah, mate, fair enough. I thought it was. I was confused with looking at your channel. I thought it was actually your son's channel. Come on, what's going on with this? But yeah, you're right, mate. No, if he's only young, that's totally understandable. Yeah, he don't obviously understand the football. No problem with the banter, mate. Don't take it the wrong way. I don't no problem with the banter. But yeah, I like to say, that's fair enough. He's only 5-year-old, obviously. But yeah, fair enough, Millsard. Thanks for that, mate. Andy McKnight, welcome to the show, mate. Welcome to Football Fan Den. Andy is saying, we're going to Wembley. Come on. Come on, you as. What's as stand for? What's Barnsley's nickname now? I can't remember. But welcome to the show, and yeah, you are going to Wembley, but no offense, mate. You guys won. Fair play. Congratulations. You guys were the slightly better team tonight, but no offense, mate. I don't think either team really played well tonight, and I've got to criticise your team a little bit. As much as you deserve to win, you were the better team, and credit to you. You got the advantage, but your team were really, really poor tonight in respect to the time wasting from the half time. That's bad sportsmanship, really bad sportsmanship from some of your players. And you should have gone for the kill, because we were there. Let's be honest, Bolton were there for the taking tonight. We put in a really poor performance. We were playing too cautiously, and you guys could have had 2 or 3 goals, but instead, you were playing for time, players going down injured. And I'm not being funny, mate. Congratulations, well done. You deserve the win, but I wouldn't. Let's put it this way: if it was my team, Bolton, I'd be criticising them if they played like that and won that game that way. Yes, I'd be buzzing to go through, but I'd also be criticising them because I believe in being honest, constructive criticism. But yeah, congratulations to you, mate, and yeah, wish you the best of luck in the future to your team. And like I say, mate, no offence, but I'm giving you congratulations, but I'm also giving your team what I think is fair, constructive criticism. So yeah, Andy also saying Barnsley fan here. Barnsley fans were poor, outsung you all game and outplayed. I'm confused. Barnsley fans. Right, so which club do you support, Andy? I was presuming that you're a Barnsley fan, so my bad if you're not. It's putting here, come on, you are. What is I don't understand that. You have to let me know, mate, which club you support so I don't get confused. Apologies if you're not a Barnsley fan for my confusion, but I thought you was. But thank you very much for that, Andy, and welcome to Football Fan Den. Stephen is saying Bolton fans will feel the pain tomorrow, laugh out loud. Well, yeah, fair enough, mate. Yes, we will. I think most Bolton fans will feel the pain tonight. I certainly will. But tomorrow, it's a new day, and I just go back to enjoying football. At the end of the day, I'm old enough and wise enough to remind myself it's just a game. But tonight, it does hurt. It does hurt. After years of supporting Bolton and seeing the ups and downs of the club, you start to toughen up to disappointing performances like this. Andy McKnight is saying Reds. Okay, so I'm presuming that means you're a Barnsley fan. Let me know if that's correct. Joey's saying keep your chin up, Gaz. Go again next season. Maybe you will win the league. Yeah, I hope so, mate. I definitely hope so. That to me is what we should be aspiring to. We should not be at this level. No offense to every other club in the League One. We should not be aspiring to playoffs. We should be aspiring to win that league. So yeah, well said, Joey. Thanks for that, mate. And yeah, hopefully we will go for it next season. Stephen is saying sign off now. I think that's going to be Gaz. Work tomorrow. I have subscribed. Proper fan. Chin up. Nice one, Stevie. Thank you very much for this sub, mate. Been a pleasure having you involved tonight. And yeah, look forward to having you involved in more more Fanden chats along with the rest of the Fanden community. And well, I'd love to have you part of the Fanden community. It's shown tonight that you've a good football fan with some great comments, mate, and respectful comments. So, yeah, looking forward to having you part of the Fanden community. Thank you very much, Steve. Great to have you with us, mate. And thank you very much for subscribing. Love the positivity, mate. Joey saying bye, Stevie. Nice one, Joey, as always, mate. Top man. Love the positivity from you as well, mate. Andy McKnight is saying Barnsley fan. We was better team, outsang you, outplayed you. Sheffield Wednesday were coming for you, mate. No offence, but that is a really poor comment. You never outsung us. You never outsung us. Your fan TV stood outside our ground last week criticising Bolton fans. Go back and watch that game and watch it without your Barnsley glasses on and tell me that your team outsang us. You outsang 2,000 Bolton fans, mate. Your fans gave just as much of a pour back into your team as our fans did in the first leg. We was criticised in the first leg for not showing enough support. I think your fans were worse tonight, mate. So, congratulations on the win. I congratulate you on the win. But if you guys think that you outsang us tonight, you're living in Never Neverland, mate. You really are. You're really living in Never Neverland. But fair enough, you're entitled to your opinion. Stevie Allen saying, thanks, Stevie. Nice one, Stevie. Thank you, mate. Top stuff from you, mate. Joey saying, laugh out loud. Andy, did you watch Sheffield and last night? Yeah, well said, Joey. But I think Barnsley fan there living a bit in Never Neverland, especially thinking that they outsang Bolton tonight. Yes, they outsang 2,000 fans. Not hard to do, is it really? Not hard to do. But in fairness, Barnsley fans were poor getting behind their team tonight. We only really heard them towards the last 10 minutes of the game. But yeah, thanks for that, Joey. Yeah, like I said, poor comment from Andy. Really, and I don't mind banter. I don't mind it at all. But that's poor. Acknowledge your own club's faults, at least have that decency to acknowledge your own club's faults. But yeah, guys, I'm going to jump off now anyway and go and get some food and maybe have a little drink just to take my mind off that disappointing from Bolton performance. And I might even leave a comment on Bolton's Twitter feed criticising them because that was just poor. Not acceptable, not up to the standard we deserve as Bolton fans. So, yeah. Joey is saying, cheers, guys. Unfortunate, not your night. No, I can take it, mate. Big, win some, lose some. Disappointed. I'm gutted. I'm just gutted that we went out with a whimper. I don't mind. I can accept defeat. It's the fact that we went out with a whimper and have to listen to Joker fans like that coming on giving banter when their own team didn't really put in a great performance. So, yeah. But win some, lose some. Like I say, but thank you very much, Joey. Appreciate the positive comment and understanding, mate. Yep, we go again next season, and let's hope it's a much better, it's much more desire from Bolton next season. Hope to see, but yeah. But thank you, Joey. You're a star, mate. Loving the positivity. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight. It's that's it from me. I'm going to jump off and go and get some food. It's been a pleasure having all you guys involved. Enjoyed the show, even though I didn't enjoy the result. And I look forward to seeing you guys again on future shows. Like I say, guys, if you're new to the channel, please do consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It'd be great to have you guys as part of the Fanden community. But for now, that's it from me. Look after yourselves, guys, out there. Stay safe. Hope to see you guys again on future streams. And I'll be back with you at some point over the weekend. But for now, that's it from me. Take care. All the best. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye for now.